Okay, now we're going to work on factoring quadratics. Well, if you think back to when you were in grade school, if you're factoring a number, say 6, well, factors of 6 are 2 and 3. 2 times 3 is 6, 6 and 1, right? If you have a 3-digit number, say 121, well, this one happens to be fairly easy. It's a perfect square. It's 11 times 11. Well, 11 is made up of 10 plus 1, 10 plus 1. And now look what you have. You have a binomial. Well, that's what's happening with a quadratic. A quadratic is very similar to a 3-digit number. X squared would be the hundredths place value. The negative 9x would be the tenths place value. And the 18, technically that would be the ones place value. However, if we were just using numbers, that 10 in the 18 would carry over into the tens place. Okay, so the factoring isn't that difficult, but there are x's involved. So here is the general rule of thumb. Let me move this over here or rewrite this. So if it's a quadratic and it's factorable, not all quadratics are factorable like this. You'd have to use a different method. You take, here's your invisible a is 1, b is 9, c is 18. You take factors of 18, in this case positive 18, that add up to negative 9. So factors of 18, and that needs to be, that's positive and that's negative. That means both of these factors will have to be negative. And there's 3 sets. There's negative 18 and negative 1, negative 9, negative 2, negative 6, negative 3. Well, which of those sets of factors add up to negative 9? Right here. So we can take negative 6 and negative 3. Oh, and by the way, factors of x squared are just x and x. So it's factors of the first term go at the beginning of the parentheses, and then factors of the second term whose sum of those factors add up to b. So this is what that looks like. X squared gets factored to x times x, and factors of positive 18 that add up to negative 9, negative 6, negative 3. And then if you had to solve that further, x equals to positive 6, x equals to 3, and then if you were to graph that, then you'd have a quadratic that looks something like that. Okay. And I think that's it. This is just the simple factoring, and then we'll do one where the lead coefficient is not 1. This is factoring when the lead coefficient is 1.